Reese's Pieces, eating up real quick like they my demons. Get rid of them, then I poop them out. Yeah, I'm just chasing the clout. I'm crazy on the beat because I'm crazy with the defeat. Yeah, chasing clout.
He's chasing this cloud.
Prescription medications in my snout.
Something smells.
What does it smell like?
It smells so good.
It smells so good. Welcome to the Skunk Tea Podcast.
Yeah, run the intro.
What's going on, Mike? What are you up to, bro?
Nothing much, mate. Just trying to stay protected, stay strapped.
Yeah, I heard you
looking protected in that.
Heard you got a bullet wound, didn't it?
That's it, mate. So today it's a new day. Another day, another challenge. What's that from? Was that Fruity Tube?
Nah, was it?
Another day, another challenge. I don't know whoever that is.
Bro, who was
comment.
that? Yeah, do you
can't
guys remember that? It was that? I remember
It's a
hearing
vlogger,
that, but
it's some sort of vlogger.
another day, another challenge. Yo,
Must
where
have
the
been Fuzi.
fuck was that from?
It's like, nah, it wasn't Fuzi. It was someone
Nah.
else. He was like, good morning.
A challenge.
To
Who
the
did
best
challenges?
family on YouTube. Was it Roman Atwood or something?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Another day, another challenge. Yo, it wasn't Vitaly. He wouldn't come up with
No,
something.
Vitaly's
That dude's-
cringe,
That
mate.
dude's a fucking.
He's honestly
crackhead.
cringe, man.
That dude's on the fucking gear, bro.
He fell off, mate.
Yeah, poor dude.
Vitaly. Like, I mean, he's rich now, so that's fine. But yeah,
He did some crazy stunts.
after
too.
his pranks, like
Yeah, dude fell
Fell
off
off.
pretty hard.
another day, another challenge. Let's look it up.
Another day, another challenge.
Who was
Remember
this?
saying that?
I don't know. What's the
Was it
question?
Prankless prank.
Maybe.
Damn. Anyway, the question today comes from
Oh, it's
Isma.
D-Storm.
That's the one. Yo, I remember
Sorry,
that.
we've
Sorry,
spent 3
D-Storm.
minutes on just trying to think of Daystorm's intro.
Daystorm was cool, bro. And then he started making music as well. That was pretty cool. Anyway, our question comes from Isma today. And he asks,
What did this man ask?
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, Ehud. Ahoy, number 11.
Ahoy.
Question. I've been recently experiencing lots of coincidences in my life. I just want to ask if you guys have, had any coincidences happen to you. Much love.
Shout out Isma.
shout out Isma. Thank you for the much love. Much love your way too.
Yep. Coinky dinks.
Yeah. Coinky dinkies
Really stinkies.
with the dinkies.
Yeah. Coincidences. I feel like, I don't know, what's the difference between coincidences and deja vu?
I think deja vu is more of like a...
Oh, yeah. After the fact, you're like, oh, yeah. I've been, yeah.
Yeah, more like after the fact, but it's almost like a reliving kind of thing.
True. Have you had any coincidences lately?
Yeah, I've been having quite a few coincidences lately.
Give me one,
I
mate.
don't know how to feel about it. All right, for example, I was in my room and I saw this like bottle of water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, I'm so thirsty right now. This bottle of water looks like perfect. So I grabbed it and I just started sculling it. Like, not to like take a sip, like, because you angle the bottle kind of down when you take a sip.
Yeah.
But if you're sculling it, you want to take the whole bottle with you. So I start sculling it. As I'm sculling it, I walk into my brother's room. And he's doing the exact same thing. He's sculling this bottle of water. I'm like, you could have been doing anything right now. Could have been playing games. Could have been listening to music. Could have been reading something. Could have been on Instagram. But you were sculling water at the exact same time I was sculling water. Bro, what
That's
the hell?
crazy. I think the most random coincidence I've had is recently, because I mean my life's pretty uninteresting, unfortunately. You know how it'll be, mate. Working on that thing.
In your bag.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've been really addicted to this song lately.
Yeah?
that's-
What song?
Highway to the danger zone.
Down.
Yeah, and randomly, my mate AP's also been addicted to that song too. And we're like, oh, mate, I've been listening to that too.
Yeah.
That's probably that's a lame coincidence, but I felt like I had to answer the question.
Yeah. No, it's weird because it's like, I guess like to define a coincidence is like something regularly happening or happening at the same time.
That
That's
you wouldn't
unexplained.
expect to
Yeah.
happen.
So like it's crazy how like what do you think causes a coincidence?
Like
Do
I
you-
think
do
you
you
had one.
think-
I think you had one recently. Actually, you and one of our mates both quit at the same time. Suj
Yeah,
just randomly had that thought.
yeah.
So it'd be
And,
like that, right?
Yeah, we like quit work. Yeah,
And
We
you didn't even
just
talk to
decided-
each other about it.
Nah.
Nothing.
like we discussed
Potentially.
that we kind of wanted to,
yeah.
but like we hopped off around the same time.
Hmm.
So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. I've had quite a few like recently. Like there was one where like I searched up this like I was just scrolling through Instagram, and this is probably like 2 weeks ago or something. I'm scrolling through Instagram, and like I don't know about you, but like, do you ever like think of a word randomly, and then you're like, huh? I always hear this word used. Not always hear it, but every time I hear it, I don't actually get what it means. Like I think I get what it means,
Yeah.
but I don't know the actual definition of it. So this fucking word popped into my mind, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go search it up. I actually don't know the definition of this word. I searched it up, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I go back onto Instagram, and I scroll down to the next post, and that word is in the description of the post.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like, it's very subtle. Like, there's a lot of subtle things.
Social media is crazy though. You know how you always have those like conversations about something like, oh yeah, like I've been thinking about getting an iPad or whatever, and then you
Yeah.
just get ads for iPads.
Yeah, see, but I know, like,
Yeah.
I've kind of ruled it out as that because it was just like
No,
a
I'm just saying
random
it's-
word.
yeah.
But no, shit like that definitely happens. Like, I was talking about this one time I was watching anime, and I'm like, from my room I yelled to because my brother was in the kitchen, and I yelled to him. I'm like, hey, can you make me some popcorn? Because we had popcorn, instant popcorn stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, can you make me some popcorn? And I hopped onto Instagram. I like paused the anime because I didn't want to watch it without the popcorn. And I started scrolling, and I see like an ad for popcorn. I said, when's the last time you saw a popcorn ad, Mike?
Never. Yeah.
How fucking weird is that?
Yeah. Instagram's crazy. Like their algorithm's nuts.
They definitely use those microphones. There's no fucking way they don't.
You reckon?
100%.
They say that they don't.
100%. 100% they use them. Bro, people are at the point where they have like Alexa and shit in their room.
Yeah. True.
Like, would you get an Alexa?
Probably not. Like they only make life slightly more convenient. Like, oh yeah, Alexa, turn on light.
The risk to benefit there is.
They are pretty cool though. It's
mean-
crazy that we have that level of technology now.
Yeah, well, people like hook them up to like their lights and shit.
Yeah, like smart houses.
Yeah, smart house. Yeah, yeah.
You know what's crazy, right? Alexas, I don't know about Google Homes.
Yeah.
But Alexas, they don't have any like computational power. Like they have very little computational power in the devices.
What do you mean?
Like they are really only microphones, and they send what you say to like a supercomputer or whatever. And then that works out what you want, and then it sends back the message or like the instruction to the Alexa.
Yeah, right.
So it's a conspiracy. I don't know if it's true, but people are saying that, the Alexas are pretty much a ploy by, I don't know, CIA or whatever, or Amazon to just have listening devices, because that's what they are. They're just purely listening devices.
Yeah, right.
They communicate to a server, and the server is what changes it into, oh yeah, let's turn on this light. So they don't work at all offline,
Right.
right?
Wow.
So like
With no internet connection.
yeah, because they don't like
They don't have the processing
They don't have
power
the process-
do
yeah,
the
to understand
things
you.
themselves. Yeah.
they don't understand the device
understand
doesn't
you,
understand.
yeah.
It's
It's sent to
merely
a
just
computer,
it's like a,
instantaneously and then sent back. Right. That's why it buffers. Hey.
yeah. So that people think, oh yeah, like if you have a bunch of Alexas all around, they can hear every single conversation that you have, which
That's
is kind of crazy. But they allegedly, I don't know if it's true, I don't know if it's not, but they don't store it at all. But like they'd have to be actively listening to be, because like if I just have
Yeah. Go on.
if the device is just there, they'd have to be listening for you to say, oh yeah, Alexa.
Yeah.
But they say that it's not until you say
Yeah.
that. But how does it differentiate?
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know how the technology works.
They have to
though.
always be listening. There's no way. It's exactly that. Like even if I say like see, I'm not even like I'm talking about Siri now. I'm talking about her, Siri this, Siri that, right? I'm talking about her. But then I say, hey Siri. Right? So it's always listening for that phrase.
Yeah. And I guess we do talk about Alexas, but I guess it's like all these smart devices now are just listening devices. Do you think that they're listening and I don't know, for whatever reason, or you just like, it's just the technology now?
Well, audio files are a lot easier to store than anything else.
True.
Maybe not as easy as text. You know what I mean? But audio files are easier to store than video files or photo files. So I don't think they have a log of video files or audio file or photos. But I reckon it'd be easier to set up a log of audio files. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like,
You think about like 24 hours a day, right? What does that transfer to in like file size?
oh yeah, I mean, video would be insane.
Yeah. But
Audio would be okay.
yeah. I would say it's probably less than 5 gigs.
Yeah, but that's still crazy. There's billions of people. There's millions and millions who have
They have supercomputers,
smartphones. True, but like you still need. There's like I don't know what the mathematical thing is called, but there's like this thing where it's like a problem that we'll eventually reach that there is so much data that being created that there's not enough storage that can be created to meet that.
And I mean, if you look at it from a standpoint of like conspiracy theorists that are like, yeah, they're listening to everything, we'd have to sift through all that.
Yeah,
You'd have to
you
sift
have
through.
AI and stuff now,
Yeah, we do have AI. I mean,
but
within
the
system
amount of
itself.
data is insane though.
Yeah.
Like you hear these stories like, oh, they had a computer that had like 11 megabytes of RAM to launch the Apollo 11 rockets to the moon. And you look at your computer now and they all have like 4 gigs of RAM,
Yeah,
like hundreds of times more RAM.
yeah,
And you just wonder like how there's like this, because there's like this thing where they're saying we're going to reach a point where there is too much data being created and there's not enough storage. And I look at, and I look at my laptop like that. I got a new laptop recently, like a few months ago, and it's full. It's full of.
Well, you look at Call of Duty.
Yeah, you look at games, you look at everything, and like the file sizes are getting bigger. Like we record this podcast, like each file is like 20 gigs
Yeah,
for a video. But like back in the day, I remember like my mates used to torrent movies, and the whole movie would be like 1 gig.
yeah, and
And
you'd fit
2-hour
like
movie.
Yeah, you'd fit
Yeah.
like 20 movies on like those 16 gig USBs.
Yeah, obviously there's quality differences and stuff like that, but there's the rate at which we're making new data. So even like online, like emails, that's data.
Yeah.
that they have to store somewhere. Like, and there's like so many countless email accounts being made every day.
Yeah.
Like we used to do the ghetto strata, like making a new Google account for the Google Drive and just
Yeah.
filling it up and then
Yeah.
making another one and filling it
Yeah.
up and making another one.
Yeah. But even like Google Drive, when you start getting close to your like limit on Drive, you actually get a warning on your email saying, hey, you're nearly at 100%. You won't be able to receive emails.
True.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I wonder how much data Google has total.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know about the average person, but I'd say on average, most people probably have at least one Google Gmail account. Lots of people have more than one, and tons of people are filling those to the brim. If it's like 15 gigs per email account or per Google Drive account, and you have like hundreds of millions of people with an account, and then you have people like us who are like uploading videos and stuff to them,
Yeah.
like hundreds and hundreds of gigs.
Yeah.
How much storage does Google have?
Yeah.
Imagine how much that would cost to build. It'd be billions of terabytes. Billions and billions of terabytes.
How do you like offer that service?
Even YouTube, man.
Yeah.
They're like,
Can you imagine how many fucking videos are on there?
what's the statistic? It's like 19 hours of footage or 15. What's the statistic? It's like a certain amount of footage is uploaded every day. Like you couldn't even watch it.
Yeah.
YouTube hours uploaded per minute. So on YouTube, 500 hours of video are uploaded every minute to YouTube.
Fuck, man.
So I don't know how many minutes have
YouTube's been
passed
around for?
and all, and yeah, how long it's been around for, like probably 20 years. 20 years times like 365
Do you reckon
days.
there's enough YouTube footage for as long as humans have been alive?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because
that
every
same
minute
amount of time.
is
Yeah.
times like 60 minutes in an hour. So it'd be 30,000. Yeah, 30,000 minutes of footage per minute. So 30,000 minutes of footage being uploaded per minute. So there's 30,000 times more footage than time passing currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, easily.
Yeah. Fuck.
Like 1 year, wow, 1 year would have 30,000 years of footage. How do they store that? That's crazy. We need
That
to get
is fucked.
we need to get a software engineer on the podcast.
Yeah.
And they need to
or
tell
if
us.
if anyone's a software in the podcast.
Yeah, put a comment down below because we have no idea how
Yeah.
any of this stuff
That's
works.
fucked up.
That's crazy. Back to coincidences.
Yeah.
Have you had any? Yes.
Yes.
Dude, I had one. I don't know if this is a coincidence, but I remember having a dream once when I was in high school. I wasn't even in the dream. I was just witnessing the dream. And it was one of the girls in our class asking out one of the guys in my class. I don't know why I had this dream. I vividly remember it too. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, it happened in real life. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I fully dreamed about this happening to this guy. And I don't know if that's a coincidence or if it's like
It's like a fucking premonition.
me telling the future.
Yeah. What's the difference between a coincidence and a premonition?
I don't know, mate. Do I look like a dictionary map? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, mate. Yeah, but that was
I mean,
crazy.
I guess it fits in like the same category of this, like
Pretty much,
random,
I'd say they're the same kind of
unexplained-
thing.
Random, unexplained
Things that are like happening.
Yeah.
There was this other thing. Shout out my mate AP. He's asked a few questions on this show before.
AP, shout
Shout out
mate.
AP, mate. One time we were at an arcade.
Yeah. What, like an intensity kind of?
Yeah, and we were playing.
Yeah.
We're playing. What were we playing? I think we were playing that hammer game. You know how you hit the.
Oh yeah, you hit the little weight plate and then it shoots up.
Yeah, and AP, he's a large person, and he just was like slamming it, and
It was
slamming the hammer thing, and
Okay.
And we won some tickets, but we barely won any. I think we only put in like $5-10, and it was just like before a movie, we're just chilling out, right? And we're like, oh shit, the movie's starting in like 2 minutes. Let's get some prizes. We're like, okay, we have enough for lollies, but let's try and get something. Oh, there's some rings. And we look at the rings and there's like 5 or 6 rings there. And they're like, oh, which one do you want? And they're like, oh, we're just like, whatever ring. So we pick one. It's a ring with a skull on it.
Oh. Okay.
And AP, he puts on this ring and that's his prize. And we get some like lollies and stuff as well. I think we watched the movie because we're watching it at Reading Cinemas because it's like $11 tickets. And we watched the movie. We go back to mine after, and he because I drove and and then we take a picture with the skull ring. He's got it on his pinky. I think I have a picture of it somewhere. I might have to put it on the screen. But anyway, so he gets this skull ring, and then the next 6 months, probably maybe 9 months, his life goes to shit. Yeah, and
Damn, don't expose him like that.
we call it. It's like the curse of the skull ring.
Fuck.
So I don't know if that's a coincidence. Like if
Maybe it's
bad
just fucking
stuff,
cursed.
yeah, maybe. But like bad stuff started happening after he got the skull ring.
Where's the skull ring now?
So I think after 6 months or so, he told his dad about it, and then I think his dad buried it or something like that. I don't know. But tons of bad shit happened. Like I think maybe a couple of weeks after, I was in the car with him, and it always seemed that like bad stuff would happen when we were together. So I was in the car with him.
Damn, because that fated day.
Yeah, and we were parked at a red light, and then it was a red light for ages. It wasn't
Yeah.
even close to green, right? It was a red light for a few minutes, right? Like a minute or two. and 4-wheel drive randomly just back ends us. He's going like 30, 40 kilometers an hour. He didn't even seem like he was going to stop. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
What the
He fully
fuck?
back ends AP. And we're like pretty shocked because we're like, mate, it was fully red for like the longest time. It didn't even turn red for ages. Like he hit us and we're like looking back and then it goes green and then we're like, oh shit, okay, let's go across and then let's park. And so that fully ruined AP because then his excess and stuff went up because like whenever you get hit.
Yeah.
And then I think a few months out, like a month or so after that, he tore his ACL. So just a bunch of like, and there's more stuff I can't really recall because this is like probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn.
All this bad stuff started happening.
Fuck.
So I guess I don't know if that's a coincidence.
Don't take any skull rings from those arcade games.
Yeah, don't. If you win stuff at an arcade, just take the lollies and go, mate. Take the lollies and go. Unless it's a stuffed toy. I know Twizzy loves his stuffed arcade toys. I feel like they're nicer omens than a skull ring. And we're always like, fucking this skull ring, mate. Why do we even pick it, mate? And then bad shit started happening to me too. Like we won't go into that, but I can't remember. I can't really remember what went wrong. But
damn.
That was
probably lost a lot of money or some shit.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, that's probably, I don't know if that's a coincidence or if it's just like a demonic curse.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the worst coincidence or whatever.
My mate was recently telling me about his, the coincidence he experienced.
Yeah.
And it was actually from Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Alex.
Shout out the Jesus King.
And he was telling me about this coincidence he experienced. So he was in his car and was going to get Macca's.
Yeah.
And in his car, he was playing this song, and it's not like a pop song at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a very niche kind of, certain style of music.
Yeah.
And he's, rocking out. He's going to Macca's to get a feed, and he turns off his car. He walks in, and the song's playing on the speaker. I can't remember. I think it was exactly where it left off from in the car.
Wow.
It's like this niche ass song. Like,
was it on the radio or just?
No. He was playing like on his Spotify.
Damn.
Yeah. That's so fucking weird.
Man, like stuff like that makes you think like, damn, is my life a TV show or like a
The Truman Show, right?
Yeah. I always be thinking that. All the time.
That's fucking weird because recently it's weird that you say that because recently I was talking to another mate of mine about coincidences, and then he said the exact same thing. He said, "Yeah, it makes you feel like you're in the Truman Show."
What a coincidence! That movie is so good.
It's good. It's so fucking good. What'd
Man.
you do? You fucking
If I found out,
shit?
I'd go ape shit.
Yeah.
That's just because
I'll start fucking
Yeah.
destroying shit, bro.
I'd also feel like, man, am I losing my marbles right now?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know what reality was. But if I saw the signs that he did, then I'd probably just try and escape. And just,
I'll just dig.
yeah.
Imagine he just got an excavator and he just started fucking digging.
Imagine he just he wasn't on a TV show. He was just having a mental breakdown. He just thought everyone was watching. Because you hear about that, right? Like people who have there's certain people who think people are always watching them and they're hyper paranoid and stuff. I'd think maybe that's what I have. If I was in that situation, I might think that.
Yeah. You have like a dog.
You'd be worried. You'd be like, fuck, am I going...
Am I going fucking loony?
Yeah. Have I lost my mind? Am I in full paranoia right now?
Yeah. But anyway, I think, I don't know, coincidences, to wrap it up, I think they're just this random force of...
I think it's just there's so much time and people that it's bound to be things that happen at the same time. And most people live the exact same lives too.
You think it doesn't change much?
No.
Cool. Alrighty, well there you go, Isma. Thanks for the question. Appreciate you. And
Thanks, mate.
we'll smell you on the next episode of the Skunk Take podcast.
See you guys.
See ya.